Is it too dark in here? Kick rocks, yo. Oh, Janessa, what this say? Oh, I think she left that yesterday. I need a bigger desk. Bruh, kick rocks. Go. I want to hear you meowing. Hey. Mic check. I think it's working. Mic check. Mic check. I think it's too loud. We'll figure it out. Get out of here, man. SP. SP. Can you hear me, bro? Okay, cool. I usually stream on my phone, but then upgraded a little bit, so I'm on the computer. What's good with you, bro? Hope everything is well, man. And I was gonna say, if don't nobody hop on, I'll make this shit real quick. But I always say that. Then people end up hopping on, and then the stream be 2 and 3 hours. So, but I'm good, SP. What you up to, man? I ain't doing the damn thing. I went out and made some money earlier, and now I'm just back at the house chilling. Oh, I hear you, Styles. SP say ain't shit. This rain put my ass down for a minute. I hear you, bro. Red Pill Jones, what's good, bro? It's good with you, man. Happy Saturday, man. Hope everything good with you, man. Just testing out my upgraded internet now. So I usually be streaming off the phone. So this is the first time, since my first live, an attempt to Red Pill said shit, just chilling, spending Saturday with you. Okay, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. But yeah, I finally got that internet upgrade, man. So this is my first time streaming on the webcam. And shit, now that I think about it, I could probably start reacting to videos now. Well, I know I can because my internet's a million times faster now, bro. Yeah, man, it's so much faster, bro. I used to be streaming off my phone, and yeah, man. So I'm going off the mic, and Styles said he could see me. I sound good, man. So that's good. Yeah, Red Pill, man. One of my shorts went viral, bro. One of my short videos went viral, man. What you love in the Stone Age? Oh, yeah, man. No, man. Dude. I had super slow internet, man. I had an AT&T, and I had it for years, but I didn't really notice it was slow because all I did was download movies. But once I started making content and upload, man, my shit was so slow, man, and I didn't even realize it, so I had to upgrade. But yeah, man. But yeah, Red Pill, I made that short. Which one? How did it do? It's It was one with Kevin Samuels, man, when he was going back and forth with that lady. Like the lady, it was a lady talking about how like her sons won't date women that look like her. It was that one. So I did. I knew it's funny, bro, because we talked like 2 or 3 lives ago. And once I saw your short went viral, I said, "Oh, I told you this, bro, in the live." I said, "Oh, I'm making a viral short this week, bro," and I made 4 virals that week, and the second one went viral. I just looked at it; it was at 140,000 views, and but Duff, that shit's crazy. But dude, that shit blew my mind, man. Well, it really shouldn't, because I saw it happen with you, man. That people um will subscribe to your channel off a short, bro. Like that's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was like, I'm making one this week, bro. The second video I made went viral, and that's the other thing too. It didn't go viral. I made it about 10, almost 2 weeks ago. It didn't go viral until the day before yesterday. So it was out there for about 10 to 12 days, and then it went viral, bro. It did like Zed did like 8,000 2 days ago. It went from 8,000, and then I saw it was at 8,000. Then by the time I went to bed, it was at 34,000. And now I just looked at that shit, it was like 140, man. But yeah, so shit, I went from, cause yeah, I got over two, man. I got like 22. I was at 1,500 subs in the beginning of this week. It was at 2,200 when I looked at it earlier, man. Crazy. Um, so that's what's up, bro. If you can get my attention in the short, I'm going to see what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's funny, man, because all I did was it's just Kevin Samuels, man. That's all. I just chopped up that shit. I mean, I did it good though. When I made it, I knew it was good, but I just started making shorts, so I didn't really. But I could tell it was good, bro. Yeah, it takes time, bro. People love shorts more than anything. Yeah, and see that's one thing that I'm learning as well, man, because shorts aren't really my thing, but I'm realizing I ain't everybody, people, and especially like the younger. I think also the shorts, like for the younger people, like that shit. Short attention spans. I got one too. I can't front, but yeah, man. So that's been dope, man. I went from, like I said, 1,500 subs Monday to like 20. I think it's 2,200 when I looked at it earlier, man. So shit, I'll take it, bro. So I'm definitely gonna be throwing in shorts. Like I already got a couple lined up anyway. Uh, Got to do shit for the people though. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And that's a great point, SP. That's one of the things that come with content creating, not making shit necessarily for you. I follow this one YouTuber, his name Roberto Blake, and that's one of the things he talks about. He's been on YouTube for like 10 years. Uh oh yeah. No, oh no, appreciate it, man. Oh, but yeah, I was supposed to have my little soundboard shit. But yeah, man, you too, man. I see you hit the monetization, bro. You in there like swimwear now, man. You get out of your comfort zone and try new shit. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, SP. I was gonna say. But yeah, man. Um that short game is crazy, bro. So I already got a couple lined up. Already got a couple in the pipe. Once I seen that, I'm like, shit, I'm about to make like fuck the rest of these videos. I'm just to make it short. Like, no, I ain't doing that. But that's yeah, man. But that's another way to grow your channel, man. Like I told you about that one couple, Red Pill, Ace and Star. I was looking at their videos, man. Like they make a ton of content. They probably drop before 3, 4, 5 times a week. They drop a lot of content, but their videos don't get a lot of views though. But they shorts, man, shit. They had 7,000 subs, man. So uh Rebel says, hell yeah, I've been doing the case study and they got me stumped. Okay. So I was I subbed the RPJ shit for you, and I started fucking with his content. Oh yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, man. And that's dope how it works. Like I was over at Red Piz Jones channel the other day, and I seen Janesta Rage and like other people comment on it. And I commented that to Red Pill. Like that's dope. Seeing our people migrate from one spot to another. And it's another cat too. I'll be on that dude named Dave. I might call into his show because I know he's going live right now too. I might call into his show later on. But it was just a dude named Javon who was over there. That was just a few minutes before I started live. I checked in on Dave's lives real quick and said, all right, I'll be here for a second, but I gotta go do mine. And he said that he was like, bro, I've been on your channel and they've been commenting on my channel, man. So that's dope, man. That's dope when people go, we all fuck with each other, man. We all rock with each other. It ain't on some petty ass beef shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's dope. There's another cat, Drew Titan. Like I said, he got a boxing channel, and then I followed I subscribe to one of his boy. I ain't even into boxing like that. Janesta, how you doing? I appreciate the super chat. Hello, my dear homeboy Theo and family. What's going on, Janesta? What's going on? I hope everything is well with you. I need to turn my heat up. I'm cold over here. But I am just relaxing in the house with my bright. Yo, I bought this this little alien. I don't even know if you guys can even make out what it is. It's an alien smoking a joint. I bought that. I thought it was cool. That thing is bright as shit. It hurt my eyes from back here. I don't even know where it's too bright, man. It only has one setting. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. I think I'll put it in my son's room. But thank you, Janesta. I hope you're doing well. You still at work? Stuff was watching him a few times, but them sweaters be killing. SP. That's funny. Dave do be rocking his sweaters, man. His turtleneck. That's him though, man. He good people though. He good people. Cause he done gave me a bunch of love, man. Like I said, in that Drew Titan channel, they're a boxing channel. And I could just go check in the morning just to show love. I throw him a super chat, just showing love. And then I logged on there one day, just like his show is like 9:30 in the morning. Dude be up 9:30, cussing, talking about boxing. To be hilarious, man. But I just hopped on one day, and him and the dude named Dave and Drew, they were talking. I just said, "Hey, yo, what up, chat?" And they was like, "Oh, there you go, right there." So they was just giving me hype for no reason, man, just all straight love. So that's why I appreciate that. I try to check out everybody. I try to check out everybody's channel too. Let's see. What is Red Pill says? To be honest, you was the first person that gave me a shout out, and it's been all love since then. Oh yeah, no doubt, Red Pill, no doubt, man. I'm just one of those people, man. Like, and I don't know what's the best way to describe it. Showing love, man, it don't cost you shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost you anything. And then I would also like to think, I think it's more, I don't know if romanticized or maybe just a positive way of thinking, but I would like to think me just going, trying to show love when I can. I'm small as shit too, but try to show love when I can. That way somebody else will look at it and say, hey man, I should be doing that type of shit too. And that's the vibe I get from that dude named Dave, man. Let's see. Be honest. Let's see. Raging, what's going on, Raging? I love boxing. Well, shit, Raging. Your name is Raging. I already figured you was a fighting fan. Somebody kicking somebody's ass. You got Raging in your name. I love boxing. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and Manny Pacquiao is my favorite all time. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You watch. It's a guy. Oh wow, man, what's his? It's a sport. Is his name Vincent or something? Oh man, I can't think of his name right now. He just makes like those sports documentaries on like everybody. Bones Jones, Mike Tyson, Pacquiao, but like all sports. Michael Jordan. I can't think of his name. He got a big YouTube channel. He makes those documentary style content. That's the better not be working too hard. Oh yeah, Janessa, hope you're not working too hard. Been watching all the Canelo fights lately. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Go watch Canelo knock out Amir Khan for a real KO. Starboy says, I love boxing for the first half of my life, so I might have to check it out. Yeah, man. Drew Titan, man, and Drew Titan, he from New York, man. I didn't know where. Well, I was gonna say I don't know where the fuck I don't know where the hell he was from. I knew he's from New York. I just didn't know what borough. But yeah, dude, just be up. Like he do that. He does that like Monday through Friday, and then he does a podcast. Like more Red Pill Manosphere deal. He does that in the evening time. They be having some grown ass talk though. Let's see. Let's see. Raging was good, my dude. As soon as I get off this live, I'm going to check out your videos. I saw you uploaded some new video. Oh yeah, Raging. Doing his thing when he teabagging those people in was that Call of Duty? Teabagging, that's just hilarious. Thanks, Red Pill. This is my first time being in a real YouTube community. Never expected people to check out my stuff. Oh yeah, Raging. That's kind of how it works, man. And I was similar. I was in the same fashion as well, man. I really didn't expect. I didn't expect how cool and nice and yeah. I don't expect people to be dicks. Like that's kind of I don't have that type of cynicism, but I don't expect people on the internet to just be so open and welcoming and helpful, man. But that's been my experience as well. And especially cool when you don't have when you're not looking at people as like competition or adversaries. And I heard Drew Titan say the other day, it's social media, man. Be social with people, man. Yeah, let's see. This is 7 p as usual. Okay, let's see. What Red was it's the jitters at first, Razor. Once you have people constantly coming in talking trash to you, everything goes out the windows. Yeah. Love your hat. Thank you. That's his signature, the tea bag. Yeah. I watch Rangers just tea bagging him, man. I suck at first. I haven't tried playing the first person shooter in so long, but I used to suck at them, man. It was too good. You gotta put in a lot of practice to get good at it. And I just wasn't about that life, man. So let's see here. Let's get off at 7. But who else, man? Who else? But yeah, man, that's one of the dope things. Like I said, going on that dude named Dave and like seeing those people like Sheila Swift, Derek Gaines. That's probably all over there right now because he's live right now. But yeah, a lot of those people, Honey, a lot of those people, they come over and rock on my channel. So that's one thing that I think is dope about it, man. And then, like I said, I did the one reaction to the girl from the winning team. The big girls are too cocky a reaction, and like I said, she over in the UK and she want to rock with us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. SP exactly, man. Like that, but that's how it should be, man. It shouldn't be no nonsense or anything like that. Hey Theo, yo, what's going on? D Samuel, salute, man. D Samuel, salute, all the way from the UK, bro. Shout out to the UK. Hey Theo, I had to switch to you for a moment. How's you? I'm good, man. Yeah, I know. I figured. I seen Dave was live over there, so no problem. I went and checked in for a minute. I'm good, bro. Relaxing on this Saturday evening. It's early. Going about almost 6 in the evening our time, and I'm relaxing, man. How's your day, man? How's old South London? How's South London treating you, bro? Where's all my sisters at right now? Janessa? Oh, they're over there. I think I seen Sheila. I think they were over at that dude named Dave. He's live right now. Cree be funny. Cree always missed a live, and then she come back. Damn, I missed a live again. I think she said she was putting together her Black Friday TV last week or something like that. Red Pill says, I started content creation. I stopped playing video games big time. A lot of my friends on Twitch making money. I was bragging about the bags they get. Man, I'm not familiar with Twitch, man, but I'll tell you this, man. Since I started making content, I stopped doing a lot of things. Video games is one of them. Even though the only thing I really played was Grand Theft Auto. I play like obscure games. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto since I was a kid. So, and I was playing that since that came out. But that came out in 2013, GTA 5. And I played it probably up until earlier this year, man. But I was playing it for a long time. And I'm like, dude, you can't play the same video game for a decade, bro. But yeah. But I'm not familiar with Twitch, though, man. I'm not familiar with Twitch. I'm still debating. I started a Facebook with shit. I started a Facebook thinking about it. Should I try to grow that? But I don't like Facebook, man. I really don't like Facebook like that. Let's see, y'all let me know. Is my mic too low or does it sound good? It's like I said, I'm used to streaming on my punk ass phone, but your boy done upgraded internet. We in here. Let's see. Raging says, I like that you can go beat up someone when they got an assault rifle with a Glock 45 to the dome. For my kills is melee. All right, damn, 40 kills. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. That's where it all starts, right? Let's see. I just seen these two big girls saying, yeah, we don't need men, not even for sex. I was like, thank God. Yeah, that's always funny to me in these conversations, man. When you hear women say, I don't need no man. I don't need no man, but I want one. Like, get the fuck out of here. Stop the cap. Man, I need to bring my soundboard down here. That's what I need to do. Let's see. Who's that? Oh, Dave is another content creator. His name is it's that dude named Dave. That dude named Dave. Yeah, he's a content creator. And his channel is because he hasn't even been at it a year yet. And yeah, Dave's a good dude though. Dave's a good dude. He's got his own style. Dave's funny to me. But yeah, he my guy. That dude named Dave. Yeah, that's his name, Janesta. Let's see. Rebel says, did anyone see the Disney commercial with Satan in it? No, I didn't, man. I did not see that. I remember there was a huge deal with what's that cat? Lil Nas X. When he was when he had like a Satan Nike commercial. See, to me, I understand. I just didn't really see that. I mean, I get it, like as far as like, being gay and trying to like put that down in like little kids, especially when he was supposed to be like this child star. Oh, well, not child star. But he had that kiddie song at Old Town Road, and he was like the star for like the little kids, because that was a song for little kids. But I didn't really. I see that aspect. I didn't trip about the devil. See, I'm not a religious person, so like when I see things about the devil, I just looked at it like I look the devil, Bigfoot, like all this stuff is like not real to me. So I didn't see the big deal behind that aspect. People was like, "It's devil worshiping in Nike." I'm like, but it ain't real. Well, whatever, man. Be that as it may, I did not see that. I feel like I went on a bizarre rant about something that had Little Nas X in it, which is something that should never occur. Let's see. What happened? Rachel says, what happened was I bought my son all this stuff and a nice PC for him to stream, and he didn't do it. So I confiscated all his equipment back, and I started using it for my own self. There you go, bro. There you go, man. That's what you got to do. He wasn't handling his business, man. Absolutely. I love your content. Keep it going. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Janessa. No, you good. I like your first video. Oh, yeah. My first video was bad, bro. Yeah, SP, man. But here's the thing. It's funny, man, because I didn't. That's my internet was bad. I didn't know it was bad, but I didn't realize how bad the stream was until after it was over, because nobody said anything. It wasn't. Everybody was cool. Nobody said anything, so I didn't realize how bad it was until I watched it over. I was like, man, you can't. But you know what? That worked out good, man, because I was nervous as shit, bro. I was really nervous doing that live, which I'm not anymore. So that's probably good, because you would have seen me sweating. Bro, it was bad though. Yeah, that's the way to go, Reggie. Yeah, Lil Nas X was perking for the devil. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. So I could understand the problematic part about that, because he's supposed to be this kid star. And I heard him. He had an interview once on the Breakfast Club where he said "fuck your kids" or something to that effect. I can't remember exactly. So yeah, I got that aspect of it, but there was a lot of people I was outraged because he had the devil in it. And I'm like, for us, as someone who's not a religion, it's like, said, it doesn't register to me like with other people. They didn't give the devil a choice and gave him a laugh. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You know what that reminds me of? There was that South Park movie back in the day. Man, that South Park movie came out a while ago. Yeah, that South Park movie with like Saddam Hussein, and he was like the devil's gay lover. I was like, why's the devil gay? Be that as it may. Just I feel lucky in the room with men. Don't take it in the wrong way. Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. Oh, remember when I told you to fix your mic? You got something. Yeah, man. You got something. Yeah, man. Let's see. Don't start that. I never heard anyone say the devil and Bigfoot is like the same thing. Yeah, I know. I know, Raging. I know, man. But it's like it's all make believe to me, man. Like, and again, that's not to knock anybody beliefs. I don't care what you believe in, but like to me, from my perspective. So when I see somebody, oh man, Theo, man, can't you see he had the devil in it? I'm like, the devil ain't real. But be that as it may, I'm not trying to convince anybody. Come over to the dark side, where we have bright ass alien lights. But yeah, man. But yeah, I went weird like that, man. I said on a video once, Jesus and the Loch Ness monster was the same thing. I listened to the replay, I was like, what? I said it wrong, but I understood my logic about it. Probably no one else did. Tooth Fairy, Santa, Devil, Loch Ness. I'm telling you, man, all the same, bro. All the same to me, man. That's why I would not people be religious, but it's one of those things when you're not a religious person. Like a dude telling me he can't do something on a Sunday because of like church. I remember I was like, what? Like it was. Now I'm trying to think, when was the last time I went to a church service? Church. I ain't been to a church service in 10 plus. Do a wedding count? It's in a church. I don't think if it was in a church, I've been to church twice in the last 10 years. There was both for weddings though. I don't know if that counts. Oh. Does he stuff better chill, Lil Nas going to come twerk on you in a dream? Jeez. Bro, I should ban you for a second. Creed, we in here. What's going on, Creed? We was just talking about you. We was talking about your Black Friday TV. That's why you couldn't make the live last week. You too busy unboxing your television. What's going on? I hope everything's good with you. Let's see. Stuff will say it got hot than last time I went, so I just stayed away. I hear you, man. I hear you. That's the last time I was in. Yeah, last time I've been to church was like in a wedding. I went to two weddings in the last 10 years. Last time I was in church, man. Last time I was in the church, Jesus. I'm trying to think the last time I was in a church. Oh, and I don't feel bad about this at all whatsoever. I'm just trying. I feel worse because I can't remember. My memory's so bad. I think the last time I was in the church, like for church, was when I was in the military, bro. I got out the military in 2010, but when I was in basic training, if anybody's never been through military basic training, that shit sucks. And it's 6 days a week, all day, every day. But on Sunday, you would get a little bit reprieve because like the drill instructor would be off. So Sunday was the only laid back day. Like the majority of Sunday would be chill. And Sunday, what you would do would go to church. You go to church to get out of doing work. You go to church to not have to do anything. That's how you got out of everything. So my ass was going to church every Sunday. That's the last time I was in the church service. That was 2004. Man. Oh, and I grew up in the church, by the way. That's the other thing. I grew up in the church. So that probably answers that question. But yeah, if you guys didn't know that. But I think I said it before. Yeah, I grew up in my mom's brother. I got two siblings. My sister, I got two. Yeah, it was three of us. My brother's a holy roly. Sister Sharon, my mom, she a holy roly. And my sister's kind of a holy roly, but she's more with the Israelites, Black Hebrews, not all that shit I don't understand. All right. Let me stop bagging on me being a terrible Christian. I went to church. Reagan says, I went to church growing up, but I'm not a believer, but I'm open to it. Some God ever try to talk to me. Going to heaven when you die sounds good, but it sounds too good to be true. Yeah, man. I'm not one of those people. Same way I grew up in the church. I say I don't believe, but I'm not one of those people that's like, I know everything. So that's why I think I probably lean more through agnostic, but I just realized like I don't believe it. I don't believe God's real. But I mean, I'm not one of those people that say I got all the answers. Like it's not that arrogant. But yeah, man, I'm with you. It kind of tripped me out though, like growing up in the church, because it seemed like the reason people would act right just so they wouldn't go to hell. I'm like, that didn't seem like the proper motivation for my young mind at the time. Let's see. Cree in here, yeah, with that Black Friday TV. Let's see. Rachel says, I agree, raging, it does sound too good to be true. Last time I went to church was back in 2012. Okay, so I ain't the only one. Man. Yeah, I'm outside of a funeral, not outside of weddings, man. I church service, no, but I grew up in the church though, man. I grew up with my mama dragging us, Janesta over to the church on Van Dyke on the east side. And then my mom didn't start driving until my mom didn't start driving until she was like 30 or something like that. So we would be on the bus and shit. My mom would drag us the bus. And then not only we would go to church like all goddamn week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday service, twice on Sunday. And shit, Sunday was an all-day event. What's that shit called? Sunday school. That's like, what's that man name? Jesus. Yeah, him. That's how you know I ain't been to church. You had Sunday school at 7 a.m., then some other shit afterwards, prayer service and quiet prayer, then the church service. That shit started at 10. Church didn't end to like 2 or 3 o'clock. I'm talking that 4 or 5, 6 hour service. Church started at 10, end at 3. And then the night service, that shit would be from like 7 to 11. Man, punching in and punching out at the goddamn house of God. That's some bullshit. But yeah, so I went to church so much that, man, by the time I was a teenager, I was exhausted with it, man. And somehow I was able to talk my mom into not forcing me to go, but she still forced my siblings and my cousins to go. Somehow I got out of it. I think my mom got tired of debating me. And I think I said that before. Like by the time I was a teenager, I was able to like beat my mom logically, so she left me alone with a lot of shit. Let's see here. But my parents probably sent us to church. Last time I was at church when I was 19, I'm 46. Oh shit, Ranger got me beat, man. I don't feel so bad, man. Ranger got me beat. If you got to go church, you missed the Sunday basketball games on NBC. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's what I used to love. Damn, I used to love that, man. Sunday basketball with my pops, man. I'd be at my dad's house. My dad wasn't religious. He's a little bit more now. Oh, well, on the scale of like 0 to 100, like a 5. Like a 5. So yeah, but it's more than when I was a child. Um SP says that sounds like jail because I used to go just not to be in my cell. Exactly. SP the same. There's a lot of correlations that's rarely talked about. And I love if somebody else, if Joel or somebody else is in there. There's a lot of correlations between military and in the corrections, man. A lot of parallels, a lot of them. But yeah, it's the exact same thing, bro. Just to get away from, you can go to church and just be in there and just get the fuck away. I ain't in church listening to nothing. And then military church was so probably the same way it's non-denominational. So it was just a bunch of songs and shit. But I was just happy I was away from the goddamn squadron. Reagan says, my parents probably sent us to church so they could smoke that joint in peace. See, my mom was a Bible thumper. Sister Sharon still is. She was a Bible thumper. My mom could wear the collar. Like, I'm not even sure how that qualifies. But like, I'm gonna say my mom is like a pastor or like a preacher. She don't have a church. But when I was younger, my mom, I don't know how you get certified to do that. Like, what's the exact qualifications needed to wear the collar? But yeah, my mom can do that shit. And my mom not a bad person, but I just like, I knew my mom, and I'm like, for you to be up there on that pulpit, and not when my mom was bad like that. My mom wasn't no thought or no shit like that. My mom just was she would just be a little judgmental, but then act like she wasn't. So I just felt she wasn't being honest. Ken Taylor, what's up, Ken? I'm not sure if I see you before. Simple study shows how languages become simple studies. Simple studies, I guess, shows languages become to be, and you will quickly find out how all religions were formed. Oh yeah, definitely. And I think there's some truth. I mean, and I remember I heard Chris Rock say once in a joke. Oh, shout out, Ken. Let me know where you checking in from. I don't know if I've seen your name or not before, man. So if you're new, man, nice to see you, bro. Let me know if you've been around for a second. I remember Chris Rock had a joke a long time ago about how Chris Rock dropped jewels in his comedy, man, especially his old shit from like the 90s, man. But he said how at one point, you talk about eating pork or whatever, how at one point a pork chop might kill you. Maybe it wasn't no refrigeration back in the day. Maybe that was their form of saying, as far as religion, hey, we got all these people dying here at pork chops, bro, dying from this dirty ass pig. Let's tell them God said don't do it and see, and it'll get them to stop eating. Not that's obviously a joke, but there's some truth in that, man. Absolutely. And when I start making content, I understand shame now. Shame was nothing I ever thought about prior to making content. I never like the concept of shame or like shaming people. Never something I actually took time to even consider. But now, seeing how people need shame, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. Let's see here. Back over here. But yeah, man. We need shame like a son bitch. Red Pill says, I grew up in the church as well, but I used to tell my mom the pastor was a hypocrite. He would tell the women and men to do one thing, and he would do something else, and I always called him in it. Absolutely, Red Pill. And one of the things, my mom went to the same church from the time that I was 8 years old, because my aunt got my mom into the church when I was 8. And then my mom's still in the church now, and I'm 39, so that's 3 decades. But she went to the same church up until about 5 years ago, so like a 25-year stretch. And my aunt, who's not in the church, excuse me, would always tell me, Theo, the pastor full of shit. And come to find out, the pastor was full of shit. He knocked some at 60 years old, because he's like, my mom's 62, and he's close to my mom's age, if not they're the same age, or he might be like a couple years older. He knocked the little white girl up in the church, and he's 60 years old, man, and like had the baby and everything. And then that's why like he had a huge church, and like he lost a lot of his following after that. But yeah, man. My biggest thing with my biggest personal thing with the religion is just when I was younger, I just thought when I was younger, I thought I was weird because, like I said, yeah, my mom, brother, and sister, they all religious in one fashion. Then it's just me, the oddball, So I always thought I was weird because we would be in church, man, all goddamn week. Did y'all hear what I said? We had 4 services during the week. Man, I lived in that motherfucker. But but I would feel like a weird or like an outcast because I would be sitting in the church like come on up to the pupil, let me lay hands on you. And I'm just standing there like this, 12-year-old Theo, like, this is dumb. Not only is it dumb, it didn't make logical sense to me. And I've all in looking back on and having conversations with like family, I've always kind of been logical ever since I was a kid. Like I would think with logic, and that's how me and my mom would get into it so much because she would say things like she feel and things like that, and I would say logic stuff, logical things, and that's where our conflict would arise. But I don't know, man. That's what I used to feel bad. I used to feel bad like it was something wrong with me, basically what I was trying to say, because we'd be in the church, everybody at the altar with their hands up praying and crying and falling out and motherfuckers dancing and shit. And I'm just standing there like, what is wrong with me? Like, why am I not feeling this way everybody else is feeling it? I was like, that's all bullshit. That's what I was about to say, but I catch myself. No, this is all bullshit. This ain't for me, man. And there's nothing, one thing I had to teach myself was that it's nothing wrong with you not being religious, bro. Nothing wrong at all. Because I think my mom would kind of shame me for it when I was younger about it. Because I wasn't in the church, or like, you got the devil in you. But I was the good kid. Like, what the fuck? But now I'm older and realize a lot of that was just shaming tactics. Cree says, I was a church. I've been talking too much. I got lost in chat. I was a church girl, was in church at least 3 times a week, and I was a part of every damn committee. Yeah, that shit. They would try to get me. I wasn't being part of nothing. Theo, come sing in the choir. Nope. They were working. Oh yeah. Usher committee, picnic committee, choir, everything. Yeah, man. The church put your ass to work too. They don't want to pay you a damn thing. Cree said it's my mama's fault. Red pill, it's always mama's fault. Oh yeah. Mr. Sam, you should just talk about that, man. You don't see those dudes. I mean, it's guys in the church, but man, hell no. And I always thought, like, like I was saying, if I had kids, I have a son, but like just spending all that time in church, hell no. And then my mom, and then it found out, and another thing as well is when it came out that the pastor had been like not only taking money but had his baby outside his wife. My mom was like, "Oh yeah, I know, been taking money for like 25 years." But I also realized when my mother, and I'm sure this applies to a lot of religious people, of course not all. A lot of people that's their church is squares version of the club. Like they're not there for the word, they're not there for the lesson, they're not there for that. They're there to mingle and interact, but they're squares, they're lames. So that's their version of the club, man. It's a church, man. That's it. My mom, that's it. It's just they there to kick it, man. Gossip and do whatever other nonsense that church squares do. Again, not knocking you for being square. I'm a square. I'm just not a church square. Let's see. Raging says, my parents never went to church. They just dropped us off. There after church was always a potluck though. Bro, so your parents would just drop you off and never go? Dude, that's wild to me, man. That's wild to me. That's dope, but that's just wild to me. We're going to make sure your ass go. We fuck out of here. We ain't going. That's hilarious, bro. Cree was working Usher board. Cree was wearing the Usher board 12s. Oh, you stupid, man. The Jesus 8s. Oh, man. Wow, Pastor 60 and still slinging that lumber. Yeah, man. And it's crazy, man, because but my folks, man, not say my folks, but man, people just be just stupid and shit. Like, I know the pastor had a mansion, but I remember he had a mansion out in suburban Detroit. But I remember hearing the story that they didn't have no furniture. And I remember on a personal note, something when I was a kid, man. I think I talked about this. I had an aunt that was murdered. She got killed when I was a child, when I was 12. But before that, my aunt got my mom into the church, and I never understood this shit. Even as a kid, it didn't make logical sense to me because they would always preach tithe, and that's another thing me and my mom would get into it about. When I got my own job, she wanted me to give up. I had to tithe with my money. Try telling a 16-year-old that shit. That is only working part-time. I'm working like at the weekend. I get like $200 check. I'm about to give Jesus $20. Fuck that. I was not with that shit. But that's something I remember distinctly as a child, was that my mom and my aunt always talking about tithe and make sure y'all give the Lord money. But my mom and my aunt were both broke as fuck. We were catching the bus, and my aunt was so broke that my aunt didn't have a refrigerator. I remember that shit. She didn't have a refrigerator. And she just goes to show you, my aunt didn't have any money. But I thought that shit was so crazy that they would give money to the church, but the pastor had fucking Cadillacs. They're like my mom didn't start getting the nice cars until we were out of the house. Like, my mom never had nice cars when we were younger. She started to get it, once we get the fuck out of the house. But I always thought I was weird as a child, and my aunt died when I was 12. So I had these thoughts when I was 10, like, why are they giving them the church money and we on the bus? Like, I didn't mind us being on a bus, but my sister still talk about us riding the bus as kids, and she almost 40. That's how traumatized she was from the shit. But we would be in those Detroit winters all goddamn week catching the bus. But anyway, man. But yeah. My thing was, I seen this small ass church, but the pastor was driving a motherfucking Bentley that's 200,000 car, bro. Fuck that, man. I'm telling you, man. And that was my thing as a child. Like, we on the bus. Now I think about it as an adult. How goddamn, rest in peace, my auntie. I ain't trying to talk no shit, but how goddamn broke was my auntie? She couldn't afford a refrigerator, one. But then two, I remember that shit. My auntie did not have a refrigerator, but make sure you're paying tithes, bruh. leaving the meat on the outside porch in the winter. Jesus, man. But yeah, man. I don't mind people, man. And I know every church is not the same. And I want to definitely make sure I make that distinction. Every church is not the same. Every pastor is not skimming off the top or whatever, man. But it seems like a good amount of them are. If they're really in it for the word, man, and that's not for me. That's not to say a pastor should be broke. Because I think a lot of people have that mentality as well. Is that since you're a servant of God, you shouldn't have shit. Like, no, man. People want to have things and have nice things. I think you should get paid for your work in some capacity. But yeah, man, like you said, man, Bentleys, and that pastor would always be, they would pull up because he had a bunch of kids. So he would pull up, him and his wife, in like 3 cars, Escalade, Benz. Like they've been driving foreign. I don't even think I ever owned a foreign with besides when I lived in Japan. Like they've been driving foreign since the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let me get off that. She I never did wear that uniform. Yes, I did wear the uniform proudly. We was like security at 12 years old. Yeah, man. They used to have that shit at my church, parking lot attendants or some shit for the guys, like the parking lot attendants, because that shit was on the east side of Detroit at middle night, breaking the motherfuckers' cars. Like, Theo, want to come do this detail? Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's facts, Theo. Yeah, man. Ken Taylor said South Jersey. Oh, South Jersey. Okay. I'll be laughing with you with these folks in the world clueless, delusional, and deserving. I plan on making reactions of reaction videos open market. That's on some Inception shit, bro. That's what's up, Ken. That's what's Ken in Jersey. Okay. Shout out to Jersey, man. SP, I know SP from Jersey too, bro. I'm with you at these folks in the world clueless. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's what trips me out, man. Especially when they're grown ass adults. Like, how have you made it this far in life and not got hit by a truck by now? Reactions to reactions, bro. You know that'd be funny as hell, man. If I see somebody make a reaction to my video, I'd be like, what? I didn't think anyone would do that. But it'll eventually happen, I guess. Oh, what was y'all securing? Raven, get to it. Kid Taylor, reaction lane is wide open. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. And not talking about you guys, Ken or Red Pill. I'll talk about myself in this capacity. Reactions are good because it can create a lane for somebody who's not talented. Like, dude, I don't know how to make I've learned how to make YouTube videos. I've learned so many things since making a channel. But yeah, like someone who wants to make a YouTube channel, but I don't have no other reason. I have no reason why I should have a YouTube channel. All right, I'm gonna talk some shit. But then I did have another channel, which is talking my courier work, how I hustle. So I did provide some information there. But yeah, man, that's my thing on reaction channels, man. Gives everybody a voice. Now, should everyone have one? That's up for debate. But be that as it may, man. Grow, baby, grow. I'm telling you, man. Shit, I got 700 subs this week, 1,500 to 2,200, man. So yeah, man. What was y'all securing? We were securing the heathens and backsliders. That's fun. I have a real question. Styles point. What the fuck did that one finger mean when you be walking around? No, Styles boy's so stupid, dog. SP and then Jarl. SP and Jarl, SP in Connecticut, Jarl in fucking Norway. They're gonna say the most obscure shit. That's funny, man. I remember the ushers walking around like they ran the joint, like, bitch, if you don't get out the way. Bro said I ain't even trying to talk shit, but damn, you ain't had a refrigerator. Because I thought about that as an adult. And once again, this is my aunt who passed away, man. She but I thought about that shit as an adult, like. Not even that, bro. I'll give you another thing. My mom used to make us banana pudding. My mom used to cook a little bit. I never thought about this until my sister told me. It's like, she could cook all right. My dad was a better cook. But my mom used to make banana pudding. You know, it's a kid, man, you like banana pudding and shit. And I remember my mom, we would rarely have it because my mom would talk about how expensive it was to make. Like it was fucking caviar or some shit. It was a delicacy. Fucking with her finger up like the usher. Banana pudding serving. And then as I got out, I was like, fucking banana pudding is cheap as shit, yo. Bananas, what you need? Some Cool Whip. What else you need? I'm probably missing some eggs or some shit, like some milk. Like it ain't that. I think I totally screwed up those ingredients. By the way, you can tell who can't cook. But I'm like, man, this ain't even $10 worth of shit. I was blown away when I realized that. Like it's some bullshit, yo. But yeah, man. Well, yeah, that's trippy out too, man. The refrigerator. I'm like, a refrigerator. You can get a used refrigerator like 100. I'm like, damn, how broke is my auntie, bro? But to the bigger point, still giving to the church though, man. That's how they have. That's how they have people, man. Stop. Oh, my bad, SP. I thought, you know what it is? No, I'm from NYC and live in Connecticut. Oh, you know what it is, SP? You know why I thought you was from Jersey? Because I looked at that 973 one time. I looked up the area code. That's what it was. So that's what it was. Because I was like, what's 973? Because I was trying to learn where everybody was at. Got you, bro. Got you. No, I thought, I looked up 973 and saw it was Jersey. So I just assumed that's where you was at. You got 2 channels. I got another one, Janesta, but I haven't posted on it in months. But it's like, I'm a courier, but like, that's what I do for money. So it was like just talking courier work. Bad, boring shit. Raging says, my dad is Filipino and he would trip out on us and tell us to go change our clothes. He said, you aren't going to church looking like a refugee. That's funny, but he wouldn't go. Yeah, man. Yeah, Raging. My old buddy, man, when I was in the military, his he was Filipino. His parents were from the Philippines. And he told me the greatest story ever, man. His dad came, and I was like, I was so proud of him. Like, I got to meet his people because he was his dad, my boy G. I served with him. His dad served in the army as well. So his dad, I was stationed in Japan, but his dad and his mom lived there. And my boy G grew up in Japan. He was born in Cali, but he grew up in Japan because military family. So anyway, his family lived on base. But he told me the greatest story ever, man. Thanksgiving, I never forget this shit. We was at his house eating. And G told me about how his dad came to America and he joined the army. And his dude went from, he couldn't speak any English though. So when he would go through the line at the chow hall, they would ask him, what do you want? And he would say, same. the same thing that whoever got in front of him, same. That was just the funniest shit. But I respected his dad so much because he came to the U.S. and didn't speak a word of English and moved up the ranks in the military. But then he got like his master's degree, and then he became like a major or lieutenant colonel. He became an officer, like a bigwig in the army. So I always respected that, man. I got a soft spot in my heart, man, for anybody, man, just coming from a different country here, man. Like that's just balls, man. That just takes a lot of balls to do, especially before like the internet and shit. when things weren't as you couldn't really find as much information, man. But yeah, I always thought that was a dope story, man. What do you have? Same. SP says we got to get to the bottom of this one finger thing with this. I was just saying, this what it is. I'm a pain in the ass, SP. There you go. Same food. Yeah, man. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious, bro. But I always thought that was so dope, man. Make it all the way up to lieutenant colonel, and then he was a retired civilian living in Japan, man. And then his kids got to grow up in Japan. It was dope, man. It was dope. Chris says, do you have a strong East Coast accent? I love hearing New Yorkers talk. Oh, SP? Oh, yeah. He probably do. I'm telling you what, Cree, I don't know if we were talking about this. Another guy, he the homie. He come in the chat sometime, but Drew Titan, he got a boxing channel. He always talk boxing. But I was just telling somebody else before you came in there, I listen to him even though I'm not into boxing, because that nigga is straight New York. I was like, what borough are you from, bro? Because I was like, I know it's New York. He never said it once. Well, I know it's New York. He was like, the Bronx. Like, BX all day. My man Drew is straight New York accent. It's hilarious. Just says you have to pay for your tithes and offerings. Yeah. I think, but I don't think you should if you poor. Oh yeah, I got this $100 to my name, but let me go get a church 10 and the pastor driving a Benz truck and you on foot. Nah, but to each his own. And I think churches do need something, and I also don't think that every pastor is out here grifting. And I remember a friend of mine, I remember I used to date this woman, and she told me that their church, like the pastors, they would have like itemized whatever they would. We got $5,000 from the church last Sunday. Here's what we're doing with that money. Like they itemize it for everything. And then also, if you wanted to borrow from the church, like if you had a situation, you could, but you had to stand in front of the church and tell them exactly what you needed the money for. I'm like, dude, that's dope. But I'm like, that's some shit, ain't it? You had to tell the church and go in front of the church and like, oh yeah, church, I need to borrow $1,500. All right, brother, Raging, what you need to borrow $1,500 for? Hey man, my wife got a bad hip, man. This bitch knee ain't acting right. You know, whatever it is, like you guys. So I thought that was dope. If there's accountability for the money and finances, absolutely. And if a church is really trying to help people. But I give my pastor this. I give him this more than anything. He had his flaws, but I give him this. He was always trying to get those single mothers married, man. He was trying to get their ass married. That's one thing. And he was one thing. He was trying to get motherfuckers married. I give him that. Let's see. Rachel says, my dad called me the other night and said he was making spaghetti. I had to hurry over there before he add in hot dogs. Filipinos think hot dogs belong in spaghetti, man. That's funny, man. I think every culture kind of has that thing, man. Like Hawaiians and spam. They think it needs to be in everything. SP says not as strong as when I used to be, but yeah, you would know that I'm not from CT. Oh yeah. I love. That's one thing I learned about myself, man, since making this content, man. Like I love accents. Like I never knew that about myself, man. But everybody in their accents does. It's funny. I need $1,500 for this watch. I've been looking at. Yeah, exactly, Raising. Well, Pastor, these Gucci frames is not gonna buy themselves, brother. Oh man, yeah, that's too funny, man. But I was like, that's putting you out there. Like, you know, I can't make my rent. You know, you're putting yourself out there. But if you really need the money, you know, you're gonna have to humble yourself. But I think that's dope. If there's some accountability for the finances or purchases in church, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't think a pastor should be. I don't know. I want to say I don't think a pastor should be shining. I think and I said before, I think a pastor should take some money. Like you shouldn't just be out here poor as shit. Like you can't feed your family because you spend all week preaching. But a lot of them pastors, man, be abusing people, man. That's just what it is, abusing people. Creflo Dollar, I'll never forget. I never even heard of that motherfucker. The first time I heard of him was when he was talking that I need y'all to buy me a jet bullshit. And he already had it. Like he wanted an upgrade to a new jet. Bitch, man, no, man. I ain't with that. You know what? We ate hot dog spaghetti growing up. Oh, yeah, I did too. Styles Point said, it's bad because my voice deep and the accent, bro. I hated having to talk in front of class. Yeah, man. Yeah. I used to have to do when I was in the military, I used to have to do the announcements before I worked at the military airport. So we had to do that. I used to have to do the announcements in front of people. People give me shit about my voice all the time. Called it hot dog casserole. Chris says it's SP at 8th grade class sounded like 840. But yeah, I can't talk. I can't laugh at that too much. I do 100 about. I do agree with you 100 about the church. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think it can be all right. Here's my analogy I always give them about church. Church to me should be treated like any other vice: drinking, alcohol, partying, whatever, gambling. Church should be taken to moderation. Theo Cool. That's all. Church should be taken to moderation, just like anything else, man. SP says I'm not going to be eating fried only all week, and this motherfucker got Gucci frames on somebody getting robbed. Exactly, man. Exactly, bro. It's the same. It's the exact thing, man. I remember thinking that as a child, like, man, you shouldn't be doing that. And then once I started, I literally remember having an argument with my mom being 16 because she was arguing about me paying tithes on my $200 check. Like this, Jesus said, and I'm like, man, at 16, I was already stopped going to church. Like, I don't care about what Jesus said. Fuck out of here, man. Jesus said, leave me the fuck alone, Mom. I would never say that, but I would think. Rachel says, my parents bought a used Pinto station wagon from a preacher once. The license plate was heaven. My preacher had a Cadillac, and so did his wife. Yeah, man. The pastor, man, they had all them cars. Now, I will admit, they didn't have that early on because I think when my mom started going to this church, it didn't get big, and it got bigger over time. But man, them church people but they always had nice. Like in the beginning, not so much, but they always had nice cars and multiple cars. Raging, like I said, they would pull up because I think him and his wife had like 4 kids. But they're weird though, man, because all three, no, they had 3 boys. All 3 of his boys still live at home, and these ninjas is in their 30s. The oldest brother's my age, so 39, probably 36, and like a 33-year-old grown man still living at home. All 3 of them. They're weird, man. But yeah, they would pull up in like 3 vehicles: the stretch Escalade, Cadillac, Benz truck, and they would always have new vehicles, man. And I'm not hating on them for that, bro. But like you said, SP, you eating bologna, and they out here. And then, let me tell you how bad. And this is, I don't want to disparage the dead, but I told you guys that my mom remarried when she was 50, and my mom's husband passed away recently. So they were married for about 12 years, and he died of COVID. But I mean, he was a nice enough dude. But he ain't told me something. He didn't tell me. My sister told me a story about him once, man, because he was in the church as well. It just made me shake my head with church folk. So this pastor has a mansion that's empty. So that already tells you that your priorities fucked up. You can buy a big ass house but can't even furnish it. So he worked for one of them steel plants, Janesta. I don't know if it was Bing Steel or American Axle, maybe one of those plants. And I remember back in the day, I don't know, earlier 10 years, maybe 2008 or something like that. At maybe the recession, it was a buyout or something. A lot of those people got laid off and then retired early and took buyouts. And I don't know how much money he got, but I'll never forget, my sister told me the story. He gave the pastor $10,000 to furnish his bedroom or something like that. And then a year later, because the pastor was all about money. If you don't have money, they don't really rock with you like that. It's just kind of how the family is. They rock with those people in the church who make a lot of money, who donate a lot of money. They rock with them like boosters, like boosters, college boosters and shit. They rock with them, but they don't rock with the peasants, the poor folk. So he gave him 10 G's for the bedroom set or whatever. And then a year later, they wouldn't even speak to him anymore. And I'm not trying to lie. I'll be really enjoying this if he hadn't passed away recently. But it just made me think. I said this shit to my sister, though. Think about this, y'all. Just think about this for a second. He didn't let them borrow the money. It's already bad enough that, them candles went out. It's already bad enough that this man got a mansion with no furniture in it. But you're going to give it. Who gives somebody? Has anybody ever given you guys $10,000? Oh, wait. Y'all let me know in the chat. Has anyone ever given you $10,000? Who gives people $10,000? You don't give away large amounts of money because you're going to need that shit in the future. You got an early retirement buyout, brother. But as I digress. Let's see. Go mistake some hot dog. Go make some hot dog casserole. Red Pill says, craziest thing you ever had happen to you in your city, Theo? Oh, man. Craziest thing that ever happened to me in my city. I don't know, man. The craziest thing the first thing that popped in my mind, well, a couple things popped in my mind. I almost had to shoot a motherfucker a couple months ago. I didn't almost have to shoot him. I actually spared his life because I could have killed him and I probably would have got away with it, but that wasn't no big deal. I'll say the craziest thing probably happened to me on the east side of Detroit when I was about 19 or so. Me and my brother was walking I was walking from my mom's house to my dad's house. My dad lived pretty close at the time. And we were walking. My little brother wanted to go play basketball. So I dropped my brother off at the park while I walked to the store and got a beer. Okay, and I was 19. I came back, got my brother after him and my boy was hooping for a while. My brother was kicking his butt. And when we were on the way back, we were walking on the block, and a dude, me and my brother's walking, and a dude and like 3 dudes are talking about a little corner store, and it's like 7 or 8 in the evening, like the sun's going down. And I don't know what happened. All I know, a dude walks up to is one dude standing in the alley. 3 dudes walk up and he says, "Yeah, I'll never forget it. Yeah, Red. I heard you was looking for me, Red. Heard you was looking for me, Red. Here I am, Red." Pull out the gun, just bang, 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 though. Like the dude was probably 10 feet away from 10, 12 feet. He just pulled out the gun out of his pocket and just started blasting it. He was about 10 to 12 feet away from him. Me and my brother was about maybe 6 feet away. Like we were right there. And this shit just went down right there, man. So me and my brother took off. And then my dumbass younger brother left his shoe he dropped his shoe. And then I was like, man, he was like, we gotta go back for my shoe. I was like, dog, fuck your shoe. It's a goddamn shootout. You know, I'm big bro, he little bro. He's like, come on, man, we gotta go back to get. So he begged me to go back. So, because we ran to my pop's house, which was only like 2 blocks over. We weren't that far from my mom's house because they live close. Came back, and then we came back. My brother's shoe was in the middle of the street. My brother, we go get the shoe. A dude came out the store. I recognized the dude from the store, but I don't think he knew who I was. But I recognized him because he worked in the store, and he was he was a brother. This is one of the few black-owned stores. Detroit went blackest cities, but I barely know a handful of black-owned stores growing up. And he was like, "What's going on, man? What y'all doing out here, or something?" Because he seems picking up the shoe, and then my brother just was like, "Oh man, it was just a shootout here, man. We just grabbing the shoe and get out of here." He's like, "Oh, it was a shootout out here a second ago, huh? I'll be right back." And I swear to God, dog, you know my dumbass younger brother, he was standing there like, I'm like, when I saw my man, I'm like, dude, let's go. And my brother was like, no, man, we gotta wait for him. He said he coming right back. I'm like, Nick, get the fuck out of here. Like my brother didn't, and again, he was younger. I was the older one. I was 19. He was 14. My brother didn't realize. He thought, he don't know. He see us coming back from the crime scene to get a shoe. He thinking we done banged out on whoever it was, man. So that's probably the craziest, man. But I almost had to shoot a motherfucking traffic a couple months ago because this dumbass hopped out his car on me and I had my gun on his hip. And I'm like, dude, I'll send you to Jesus, bro. You gonna get the fuck out of here. But he had babies in the car. And that shit pissed me off, man. That's what really pissed me off about that shit. And I told my dad, and my dad explained the situation. Same thing happened to him, man. A motherfucker hop out his car talking shit. I got my gun on my hip and I could put you on the ground right now, but you got babies in the backseat. This motherfucker hops out. I was gonna make me mad. I ain't gonna talk about that. But that's probably the craziest shit, man. But I seen shit, man, motherfucker. I seen a motherfucker try to when I was a kid, try to stab a dude with a samurai sword off Mac and Van Dyke behind the Shell gas station that's still there. I mean, that was on a school bus. I seen this motherfucker running like, yeah, and try to fucking impale this motherfucker at 7 a.m. But man, just like shootout shit, man. Nothing really too grim. I don't believe. But Reagan said, I don't believe in gambling. I believe in risk management. Yeah, gambling's not my thing, man. Gambling is the one vice that I just never picked up, man. I just never really, gambling's the one thing, man. I always said this. I went to casino once, like 10, that wasn't that long ago. That was like 6 years ago. Because we got 3 casinos here in Detroit. I went out there once, man. I put a $10 bill in that bitch and won 20. I was like, man, I cashed out. Cash out over here, player. Like gambling is so fucking stupid to me, man. But to each his own. It pisses me off though, seeing all them poor ass people, what irritates me is seeing poor ass people in Detroit standing in front of them lottery lines, man. Irritates me. Your ass ain't got 2 nickels to rub together, but the 10 cents you do got, you spending on lottery tickets, man. And I hate that shit too, because the clerk can't help me because fucking Joanna man over here spending her whole damn check on some bullshit that's not gonna get her. She's gonna spend $700 in tickets and win 20, and I can't get my gas. I want 20 on 3, bitch. Jesus got to come punch this clock or get this in blood. Yeah, there you go, SP. Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. Shout out my air horn, bro. I need something to hype this up. Oh, 1 second. Exactly, man. Man, I was mad as hell talking to my mom about that shit. I'll never forget, because my mom worked at the gas station. We both worked at the gas station. Yeah, there you go. Oh man, that was trash. That was so underwhelming. Jesus got to get it in blood. I'm telling you, man. So I'm going back to break. I'm going back to break in the house. They're going to. I'm going back to break in a house. That bit's going to be empty again. Stu, I just found. Ray said I just found the $20. I just got a $20 from a customer an hour ago. He said thanks for hiding his packages. There you go, man. There you go, man. I'll tell you this, Raging. I had, like I said, I'm a courier, so I just thought about this. I was delivering. I was just doing a run. I was picking up from someone's house and just dropping it off at FedEx, like not even 5 miles of the house. From their house, I was picking up some luggage. That's all I knew, about 4 pieces of luggage, and dropping it off at a FedEx, and which was only like 5 miles away. And I was probably gonna make $50 from that run, but it was in rich suburbs, and it was in West Bloomfield Township, and it ended up being like 6 pieces of luggage. Man, you know the people tipped me, man, $400, bro. Like she gave me a bill, and I thought it was like $100. This is like a year or two ago. She thought it was like $100, I saw it's 100. I'm like, damn, okay, that's cool. Cause I don't really doing that shit for no tip. But yeah, I went and moved all the luggage. I had my big van. And then man, the lady came out, man, gave me some more money. I looked, man, the lady tipped me $400, bro. Shit. I smoked good that night. Let's see. Rachel, I'm gonna tell him next week I need 10 bands or the shit will be on the sidewalk. Rachel, you stupid. So that's what I didn't know you had ninjas in Detroit. It was drugs in the back. Oh, yeah. Oh, dog. Oh, man, bro. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. You know, Detroit, man. Detroit's 80%. Detroit's like 80 something percent black now. It was like 90% when I was a kid. It's all black people here, man. And majority of them is hood ninjas. You know there wasn't no. Oh, he said it was drugs in them bags, bro. Oh, I don't care, bro. I was just only going 5 miles. I'm telling, because they were older people, a couple older people, man. But yeah, man, I went and moved the luggages. I went and moved the luggage, and then I guess the lady was just like, I guess she was surprised. You know, she was a little bit older white lady. I guess she thought like it was like I could move all that luggage by myself. I'm like, let me try to hurry up and get the fuck out of here. Like I don't. When I'm going to somebody's house, I hate going to people's house. Like even for courier work, I try to keep that shit to a minimum. But if I'm gonna do that shit real quick, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. But yeah, man, I don't know what it was, but that lady tipped me $400. I was like, God damn, I'll take it. They probably wasn't working there though. But FedEx, as long as they didn't pop me by the time I left FedEx, I was good to go. Creases, right? I was about to say what the fuck was in the bags. I don't give a damn, y'all. Y'all gotta understand. I don't give a damn if it was working. She could have told me, hey, bro, this work. Oh, but once again, this is West Bloomfield, Michigan, is like rich ass suburb. So that's what I think. These motherfuckers are probably going on vacation and shit. Probably going on vacation and FedEx and their luggage there. I get that, man. Rich people do shit like that. If you don't know about Detroit, go watch Beverly Hills Cop, the first one. Oh yeah, absolutely, exactly. Yeah. Stop was like, yeah, she was like, his black ass can take that fall. He going to need it to put it on the bus. Hell yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, man. Wouldn't be surprised. Don't put nothing past anybody. Janessa, where's my sound effects? Man, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say I'm struggling over here, but no, I'm not. I'm actually streaming on the computer. And next week we're gonna react to a video. I don't know a damn thing about StreamYard. I signed up for StreamYard and then my internet didn't work. So I canceled that shit. I'm like, I'm done paying for it. So but yeah, by next week we should be able to watch a video or something. Like Cash App stop the show. Oh man. But that's what I'm trying to think. What's other crazy shit? And that's about it, man. Like I don't be in this shit too much, man. I don't be in this shit, so I never really. And then I had good parents. I had good parents growing up, so like my parents shielded me from a lot of that street shit as well. So, but that was about the craziest thing. The dudes had just having to bang out right next to us, man. Like literally, like right next to us. Yeah, I tried to do a sound effects, and that shit was trash. Let's see. I tried to get it. I tried to hit the air horn, but it was garbage. Sounds terrible. That probably makes somebody's ears bleed. Oh man, let's see. Just get OBS Studio and you'd be good, bro. Man, I gotta figure all that shit out. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Ray. I gotta figure out this OBS shit, man. It's so many different things. Ross just had me get Stream. Was it Streamlabs? I gotta figure that stuff out, man. I know it's not difficult. It's just I'm just foreign to it. And man, I'm tired of paying for subscriptions, man. I don't want to pay StreamYard, man. I don't want to pay nothing. 25. They want StreamYard want $25 a month, man. And then I use this little this web Canva to like make my thumbnails. And then I was trying to see I can get like the premium account. These bastards want a subscription too. $12 a month, man. Fuck that. Oh man. Just get OBS. Let's see. Styles says, yeah, I stay out of the way. But my was a action movie. But my early years, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was a square, man. So I was never in the streets, bro. I was never in the streets, man. Like I knew that about myself young. OBS is free. Okay, I'll check it out. Right? I know exactly what you're talking about. I just got to familiarize myself with it. And as long as I can do everything, because I just ain't with paying StreamYard that money, man. Like fuck, man. Without tripping over $25. Like it's about to break me. $25, you motherfucker. Right after I was talking about banana pudding not being that expensive. That's what I want to talk about. I wanted somebody to talk on that. Say, like, yeah, Theo, like, let me know, bro. No, Theo, you wasn't tripping. Banana pudding is not that expensive. My mom was trying to make it like it was caviar, baby. Steak and shrimp. Fucking banana pudding, man. Shit probably don't cost $10 now. Well, it might cost $10 now. But yeah, man. I'm trying to think. Yeah, man, I was never really in the streets, man. I knew, and I watched this show. I used to watch this show, SP, that was shot in New York, man. It was called Money. Was it Money and Violence? Yeah, it was shot in New York, man. And I felt like I talked about that. I've brought up that show several times, man, because they had it was terribly acted, but it just had such good writing, man. And the dude who wrote it named Rafe, he was real dude, man, from what's it, from Brooklyn? I think that was from Brooklyn. Yeah, that show, I think it was shot in Brooklyn. But he said something on that show, man. He was like, a street, just because you're from the hood, you ain't got to be in the street, man. They make sidewalks for a reason. I was always a sidewalk dude, man. My folks told me early, man. Streets put you dead or in jail, man. I feel like my dad taught me a whole lot of lessons growing up, but my mom taught me something too. That's one of the things I remember her telling me, like, stay out the street, man, because you're only going to end up dead or in jail. Rachel says, if you don't know what mathlete is, you're a low-level square. Oh yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. And that's one thing that seemed like it's dope that people aren't, at least, you know, in my estimation, but, you know, that's just my anecdotal experience. But people seem like I asked my nephew's 18, he just graduated. Like, people aren't really made fun of for being smart in it, like being like nerds, like being smart. Like, that was like a thing back in the day. Like, remember Urkel growing up in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like, people were made fun of for being smart. I didn't like that shit. Making fun of because I'm not a dummy. Like, that's some bullshit. Styles Point says, bro talking about 25 and moving packages for the old. Oh yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. My mom was more Raging says my mom was more scarier in the streets. Yeah, Raging. That's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. But I never was no street kid, man. Like, my mom used to tell me that, and she used to tell me that no matter how big and bad you are, so always somebody big and badder. And that shit rings true. But I never had it. I remember my mom always telling me, if you go to jail, I'm not coming to get you. If you're going to jail, I'm not coming to get you. But my mom just didn't really understand that. I don't know. My mom was funny like that. To me, she would say things to us, but like, she didn't really, to me, it thought like she didn't really understand her children. Like, you should know your children. Like, I know the things that my son do and what my son is capable of, you know, to a certain degree. But my mom would come at us like, hey, don't you be out there in the street? Like, I've never been in the street. What are you talking about? Anyway, Styles Point says, Money and Violence. Remember, I told you my aunt was in that show. Oh, yeah, the whole time. Okay, yeah. My bad, SP. I couldn't remember if he was in the chat or not. But yeah, man. Yeah, he had some great lines. Great lines from that show, man. Some great lines for that show. I love it, man. I missed that damn show, man. I missed that. They didn't work that shit out, man, for whatever reason. You know what, man? It's about, what time is it? Ain't that long. I'll tell you this, yeah. I'll probably wrap it up in a second. I'll tell you this. I had fun last week on the live we did last week, man. I didn't realize until it was over, man. I talked for 3.5 hours, bro. I didn't even realize that shit last week. And I was like, I'm not doing this shit again. I said, no, bro. I said, I'm gonna be very vigilant with the time. Keep up with the time. Like, I ain't about to be, man. But I had a ball though last week. I meant to say that too. If y'all was in here last week, man, I had a ball with y'all last week, man. I was talking and talking. I started at 5. I looked down and it was like 7. I was like, all right, cool. And by the time we got done, it was 8:30. I was like, damn. I didn't realize I was talking for that long, man, but I had a blast though. SP said, she said, don't be in the streets, and you look like you was talking to me. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It was kind of weird like that. Y'all was partying last week, Cree. Yeah, I don't even remember what we was talking about. We was just laughing. We had we had a few people. Oh, that's what it was. It was a few people. Michonne came in. Michonne Denise. I don't know if y'all know her channel. Michonne, she came in and we was kicking it for a minute. And there's another content creator. His name is a Media Man. He got a small channel, and he was over there kicking it. But Media Man, I like his channel. His set is dope, and I was just watching his channel just because his set was dope. And then he got to talking and realized me and him was both in the Air. He retired Air Force, but I was in the Air Force as well. So we was telling military stories. I was just having a ball last week. I didn't realize it until it was done. I was like, I was talking 3.5 hours, man. I said, I gotta be more aware of the time, though. Gotta be more aware of the time. And then that dude named Dave, another content creator, he said something the other day that stuck with me about how you go on the live, and he was talking about how he got done with the live and he was tired. Like, and I was like, oh, that shit hit me last week. Talking for 3.5 hours. Man, I was exhausted, man. That live was over at like 8:30. I was in the bed at like 9:45. Jeez, that sounds like an old man. Oh, yeah, we had a good time, man. But I'll go ahead and call it, man. We ain't got to be on here for no 10 hours, man. But you got to be over there 10 hours. I like Dave. Oh, yeah, Dave the homie, too. And he done showed me love, too, Cree. I think I was talking about that before you came in. He done showed me love. I done logged onto his channel, or him and another guy channel. The guy I was telling you about, Drew Titan. If you want to hear somebody talk New York, go check out Drew Titan. He talking boxing, though. I don't know. But you New York accent, that's your guy. But yeah, I just logged on one day and they were just giving me shout out. So Dave's a good dude. I like Dave. He was, you know, I was gonna say I'm not even gonna say it, but he had a little beef with Thon over something I thought was so small, man. But I still think it's funny though. But yeah, Dave a good dude though. That's one thing I like about Dave. Me and him don't talk. We don't like email behind the scenes. I might camera since I could never go on anybody's show because my internet was so goddamn slow before. But it's much better now. So I might cam up. I might go over his show, kick it for a bit. I don't know what they talking about over there. But yeah, he good people though. He good people. Dave, and then that's what I'm gonna do. I figured I'm not gonna be doing like those panel shows. Like people be going by panels. People invited me on to a few panels and shit. I'm like, I went on one dude show and it was cool. Broken Traditions. He cool people. But I'm like, I ain't really about to do that shit. It's not really my thing, man. Not really my thing. I'm just gonna make my reactions and laugh at the shit and laugh at the nonsense. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it, y'all. If y'all ain't got anything, let's see. I enjoyed it that last week's last. Oh yeah, Janesta, I had a ball too. I had a ball. Thank you too, Janesta. I said it in the I said it in. I think we were chatting in the premiere the other day. But thank you too. You know, you've been showing you've been showing some support on the channel. Yes, sent that cash out the other day. So definitely appreciate all the love. Yeah. I just remember laughing like crazy last week. I don't even remember what we were talking about. But no, I did watch. I usually go back and watch the live streams. And that's what yeah. All right, SP. I remember we was talking about too, Cree. We was talking about our racist experience. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. That got funny too. People were talking about like, you know, their stories like people getting called the N-word to their face and shit. But yeah, that was funny. We can pick that up another time. Oh yeah, here, Janessa, give me a second. I'll drop his link. Hold on one second. Because I'm about to go over there right now. Hold on one second. Let me mute this channel. Because I guarantee you that's where Swift that dude named Dave. Yeah, he the homie, Janessa. He's over in Chicago. He's over in Chicago. He hasn't been going at it like as long as Thon. I think he started his channel in February, but he got over 10,000. I think he had 13,000 subs. But he good people though. He fam. And that's where Sheila and Swift, I guarantee you that's where they at right now. D Samuel poking his head in and out. They're over there right now. But that's where they at. That's where I tell you, that's where Swift and Sheila, they over there right now. Because he's going live right now. So but yeah, that dude named Dave, he good people. He good people though. He rocking with me, giving me shout outs, all that. And that's one thing I like about Dave, and we were talking about that earlier with Red Pill, like about always showing each other love. Always showing each other love. But you too, Janessa, have a good weekend as well. And then I'll probably go live again, probably sometime this week. Sometime. Since this one was pretty short, I'll probably go live probably some day this week. But I'll catch y'all later. Yeah, hope everybody have a good night. All right, Cree. Let's see here. Your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer live. There we go.